What's going on, everybody? Jesse and Corey from the Living Room Show, brought to you by Old City Sports Network. Go to www.oldcitysports.com. Check out everything we got going on over there. Not just sports. And this is one of them. It's been a long time since we've done a Living Room Show. So wanted to rip one before Halloween here. So this is going to be our 2024 Halloween special. So we got a bunch of Halloween content. Did you get any candy, by the way?
I don't need candy. I don't need candy. I like candy.
Well, I got some stuff.
I ripped about 3 fun-sized bags of peanut M&Ms before I left, though.
Okay. Well, I've been drinking these things lately.
And they are what?
This is a Poppy.
Poppy?
Okay, so I got this new app, right? It's I got a fuck ton of video content there, dude. Like, it's gonna be fucking cool. Like, I was so hyped today when I was getting it. It's literally fate. When Charlotte gets sick, like I'm like, oh, I had to do all this shit today, so I can just do all this. But yeah, I just got a bunch of it. But yeah, so this is it's basically diabetic soda, and it's probiotic. It's for your stomach. It makes your stomach better. So I got this app called the Yuka app, and you scan barcodes and it tells you.
That's what you were telling me 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Flyers Alley.
It's fucking amazing. Everything that I've been scanning, I tell Lynn, you gotta get peanut butter. She gets peanut butter from Aldi. It literally came up just bad. And I was like,
jeez,
fucking peanut butter. What's going on here?
Bad,
just lists all the stuff that's in it that makes it bad. Like, I've never had something come up bad. I scanned a beer can the other day. It said, we don't do beer cans, but we all know what that does. And it has a winky face. I was like, yeah.
Okay. Your app is a savage.
It's pretty cool. What? It's Joe Rogan, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's his deal?
He uses it. Well, he uses it. He promotes the shit out of it. So it's really easy to use. You literally just
scan any of the damn stuff I drink.
No, so I scanned, bang. Fucking no good.
No bueno?
I was so pissed off, dude. I was like, well,
stay away from my stuff.
Yeah, none of that, you know.
It's never any good, but you know what? This is, you know what? Doctors
highly recommend it.
Yeah, don't
strawberry lemon.
That actually sounds pretty dang good.
No, it's like 2 grams sugar.
No sugar.
All like. Let's not get into that. Anyway,
caffeine free, I guess. Well, this you could do this.
It's not good. It's no good either.
1% sodium.
Let me say it.
Ripper.
Okay. We'll do it up.
Come on, man. I like the zero sugar Pepsi stuff too.
I'm diabetic. I like it too.
My dad drinks Diet Coke. Loves Diet
Coke.
Dude,
I scanned Aldi's. Buddy.
You know, but if I were to drink diet soda, you know what I do? I like Diet Dr. Pepper. You can't really tell the difference.
Pour. 7 said it's got 4 hazardous things in it, 1 moderate risk and 1 risk-free. The caramel coloring, the phosphoric acid, aspartame K, and the aspartame is like the worst part. It just constipates the shit out of you. All diet is aspartame.
I'll be honest with you. I don't ever have a problem going to the bath.
Yeah, neither do I. So I don't know what that's about. But
yeah, no.
We got a comment here. So
I'm sure.
Not sure. Yeah. Oh, we got Brandon Pauls here, dude.
Straight identifying himself. Thank you, Brandon.
What's going on, buddy? Thank you for noticing that we're using this, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing as YouTube. You know, sometimes you just gotta. I'm gonna rip this down. There we go.
Still didn't figure out who took the shot at the beard comment yesterday.
Probably some dick. I don't know.
Fair.
Anyway, so we got some cool. Brandon, thanks for popping in here. We got some cool fucking content going on here. Do you want to do the video content? Or do you want to do the question, like the topics?
You're the man that pushes the buttons. Patter.
Let's get the video content out of the way. I got some cool stuff. Let's see how it shows up on.
Come on, it's just a bunch of hocus pocus.
I remember seeing it, Tombstone Holiday Pizza.
I don't think I ever had it though.
I used to love seeing the orange trash bags that were pumpkins, but never had them. And I remember just never having them and everyone else having them. I'd be like, it's pretty fucking cool. But then coming to the realization I was gonna have to put those leaves in those bags, and I don't fucking do that. So
I just blow them right out the backyard into the alley.
I like them on my grass. I like the look of Halloween.
It makes you feel very fall.
Feel me? A little bit of a
You got that and that at the same
spooky
time.
organ.
But man, my neighbor's got that big property next door, and 9:30 last night, he's outside blowing leaves.
Just leave them.
He's the type of person that
No pun intended.
yeah. Womp womp.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty good one.
He's the type of person that I've caught him about 3 or 4 times this year.
Yeah.
Gardening at like 10 o'clock at night, and he's got a headlamp on in his garden. I look out my window and all I see is just this headlamp moving around. Man loves his gardening.
I want to say something that I noticed about this. You see how clear and quick this is right now? You know why it is that way? Because we don't have anything scrolling on the screen.
That is like instantaneous.
Never happening again.
Like it, people.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Next one. All of it's all 90s stuff. So yeah.
I can say
Really cool.
another thing I just saw in there was the Goosebumps books. Oh,
I was fucking terrified of them. I was a fucking bitch when I was a kid, dude.
I was more afraid of
Absolutely.
Are You Afraid of the Dark and Unsolved Mysteries than I was
Oh.
Goosebumps. That guy still creeps me out.
You it's funny you say Unsolved Mysteries. Do you remember the band was it Soul Asylum?
It sounds familiar.
Runaway train never coming back.
Yes.
You ever seen the music video? As a child,
I can't say that
it
I
was
did.
fucking terrifying. It was about getting kidnapped.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, and I was not tooting my own horn. I was very aware because I almost got kidnapped when I was living in Garner Valley. If it wasn't for my mom, thank God. I was waiting for the bus, and some guy came up in a car and was asking me if a school existed. Did you know where this school? I think it was a Concord High School, but it was Concord Elementary that I went to at Garner
Mhm.
Valley High School at the
Yeah.
time.
And then
And,
they had like Bethel Springs or
Yeah,
something there
well,
too.
That's what yeah. So the guy was asking for that, and I was leaning towards the car, and all of a sudden my mom was like, Jesse, get away from that car. Right when that happened, dude fucking peeled off. Right on Garner Mine Road. We used to live out there. I would be fucking dead right now.
Oh yeah. Going
We used to live
I
right
had to think. I'm like,
Garner
dude,
Mine
I haven't
and
been out
Neiman's.
there in forever.
Garner Mine and Neiman's. That little
Oh, over
Right
past
past Boost Corner.
where Zuppos used to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Make a right
This
there.
huge rocking chair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
But yeah.
I can't say. I said I haven't been down there in forever, but I've been to Boost Corners. I was there like 3 weeks
You were
ago.
almost there. Yeah,
It was almost there. But yeah, where Zuppos and the big rocking chair was.
Big rocket chair. There used to be a pound back behind there. A dog pound.
Yeah, and Zuppos isn't there anymore either.
He was dog pound. Let's move on to this one.
When people dress up as someone from the 80s for Halloween, why do they dress like this? Absolutely nobody looked like that in the 80s, especially on Halloween. We looked like this. Every single member of Gen X can smell this photo. It's like a vinyl, like plasticky paint smell. Our parents took about 3 or 4 pictures of us a year, and Halloween was always one of them. You knew before you went out trick-or-treating, you had to line up with your cousins in front of the fireplace in your highly flammable costume with your mom, chain-smoking Virginia Slims, like, say trick-or-treat. The eye holes in those masks never lined up with your actual eyes. We would push our tongue through the slit in the mask. It would cut our tongue, but then we'd keep doing it again because we were like eaten up with like OCD and ADD and nobody cared. The great thing about our garbage bag costumes were that they weren't the actual like costume of the person. It just had a photo of who we were on the front. And these costumes sounded exactly how you think they would sound. You could hear like a herd of us coming up the driveway, just swish, 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 in our garbage.
That's pretty funny because I do have when we get into like the topics, I do have like favorite Halloween costume or whatever you used to wear. I saw a couple years ago. I'm gonna use it for the
I sent you.
yeah. I'm waiting,
One was my favorite. The other one was my mom's favorite.
I'm waiting for my mom to send me one of mine, and I'm gonna make it into a picture and put it up as the thing on YouTube.
Oh, I got you.
The cover picture.
I got you.
Because I can't put up pictures up here on here for some fucking reason.
But yeah,
It's better off that way.
He was just talking about, all the flammable stuff that, like, dude.
All the shit was made out of back then. It's fucking horrible. Do you remember the really rubber Ninja Turtle masks? And they had like the Batman masks. Those things were heavy as shit. Didn't and never fit anybody. Made of rubber.
Yeah.
Worst mask of all time.
But we rocked the hell out of it.
I was a Ninja Turtle for a long time. She's pretty right there. That I love it. But it was everywhere. Every single store you went into, that fucking noise. Like I think it was the Eckerd in Upper Chai when I was younger. That Rite Aid was at Eckerd. It wasn't yeah. And you walk in there and all you'd hear was those fucking noises and Halloween, the stereotypical 90s that thing.
It's kind of funny. Do you have something for Halloween movies later?
I do.
All right, I'll bring this up later then.
I do. I have two actually.
I have something to bring up about movies, but I'll bring it up later because I didn't know which segment you were going to run.
Some of them are some are Halloween, some are just nostalgic.
Well, we'll run with it later.
I mean, just the video clips.
Oh, okay, but yeah, movies will run later.
Okay. It was a short one, but that's another thing. I don't understand why shit's. It's kind of like that outside right now.
It can be.
It doesn't have that like tint to it anymore. I don't understand. Maybe it's just like a physical thing. Like your body, your eyes are just not developed yet.
I don't know, but I just remember, it showed the sidewalk going up to the person's door there.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I still hear it because I do it all the time, but I still remember being in my Halloween costume, walking up somebody's sidewalks with the leaves crunching beneath your feet. And then ding, boom, trick or treat,
Yes, so we took the kids up to the mountains for a trunk or treat. That's what it was. That's why we went. And my kids were like the only ones saying like trick or treat. I'm like, thank you. Like kids don't say that shit anymore. So like, but I hand it out on the front porch. Usually drink a beer and hand out. I won't give it to you. I got kids. I'll give them fucking candy. I'm not going to give it to you if you don't say trick or treat. It's what you're supposed to say.
So,
and if you show up in like a fucking like a shark costume, fucking beat it, you fucking flea bag.
Yeah, you're not coming to my door dressed with the Ricky Bobby t-shirt on, like the suit t-shirt.
The fucking price of candy. You want to fucking come up here and not fuck you.
But don't tell me to. I know that one all too well because we just did that the King Frost parade on Saturday up in Hamburg.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Easily 8,000 people.
Wow.
And it was maybe
there weren't that many people at the mountain.
And it was maybe 2.5 miles long at best.
I was very shocked on how many people did show up to the truck. It was I got instant anxiety. You said 8,000 people. I would have passed out.
Well, it was like it was like they just lined up, like where I live. On Johnson. If you just lined up both sides of the street with people, and that's all it was, the whole parade.
Jesus.
And it was just kids everywhere.
Slow movie.
Yeah, and I was in the side by side, just having to keep feathering the throttle, hit the brake, and finally, like my left foot got so tired from just sitting there and not using anything. I just finally stuck my foot out the door and just dragged it along the blacktop.
Which one did I just do? Okay, yeah. Check this out. You're gonna like this.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight.
Hell yeah!
I really appreciate the old school like plastic decorations.
I love it.
I was looking at obviously when Christmas comes along, we'll be fucking crazy and not do a Christmas episode.
I think we have to.
I think we have to do a Thanksgiving one too. because there's a lot to talk about with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The Christmas decorations that are like plastic, like the Santa Clauses and like the reindeer and shit that like Clark Griswold beats the shit out of, dude, they're like fucking collector's items. It's like ridiculous.
I
always have to talk about that.
I have a buddy that has the Cousin Eddie sweater.
I wanted to get one. They have a couple of them.
I have his hat though.
I think I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna get the Griswold fucking Blackhawks jersey.
I've seen them before.
Get it.
From the guy.
I'm going. I'm ordering my Sealer jersey tomorrow.
Are you really?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually very disappointed in myself for getting the Hathaway one before the Sealer one.
It's only taking you a year and a half to finally get your Hathaway jersey.
Sealer's been around longer. Makes me upset.
Oh, absolutely.
But he doesn't fucking know me, so it doesn't matter. I think now we're moving into the nostalgic ones. They just had a reunion. Did you see that online? That was pretty cool. They got ugly. Those kids got ugly. Ham
looks like he had a little too much.
He's got a fucking smoke show wife. Absolute smoke show.
Good for him.
I just
good for him. But it's funny. You popped up that the parachute thing.
Yeah.
There was always the one smelly kid.
We talked about this, I think.
I know.
I think it got deleted. So
did that episode get deleted? That's disappointing.
What is it?
I don't know. But there was always that one smelly kid, and then when you went underneath it, you were like,
We were talking about that, and I was like, was I a smelly kid? Because I don't remember smelling anyone.
Were we drunk down here that night?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's kind of weird being down here not drinking. More's getting done.
We're productive people of society.
It's a nothing has happened yet. I came to realizations that we can't scroll shit across the screen and be live and have it be absolutely clear. This is ridiculous how clear
it's straight on.
Yeah. I gotta lay off the sauce. Let's move on to this one. I think everybody at one point had that CD player. The Pringles thing. It can't hear us when
I know. Pringles cases.
The Pringles come in their own case.
Yeah, it was either that or my mom put them in a Ziploc bag.
Right. I think maybe that was before they came out with the smaller cans.
The
yeah.
Share size or whatever it was called.
That Knight's sword though, I've been viciously beaten with that by my brothers. I think it was so fucking absolute weapon.
We never had them, but me and my brother just used to go at it we just physically would wrestle. And then my mom still to this day at the house in Aston still says, that's from where you and your brother used to wrestle because it was cracks in the ceiling downstairs.
Well, from you guys upstairs wrestling.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes.
I had two brothers that were fucking absolute vaginas. So, yeah.
Didn't happen that way.
Well, they used to beat me up, and then I got bigger and I got older and I started wrestling. So
that's right,
it turned into not only am I fucking throwing these things around, but now I'm like choking you out. So like, and my dad is just like all for it. Like, yep, fucking do that. So I'm like,
teach these kids something, boy.
I'm whooping their ass and not getting in trouble for it. Come the
Okay,
fuck on,
I'm
dude.
rolling.
Come on now.
But yeah, my brother and I just used to wrestle and do the pillow fights and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Because we never had swords though.
I remember. Oh my god, when you remember when Evil Knievel's son tried to jump the Grand Canyon? Do you remember that?
Yes.
So we're watching that, and my brother was into that backyard wrestling shit. It was called ICW, Insane Championship Wrestling. They actually used to do it at Fury Road, way back in the day. And that's where my first acoustic guitar went. They stole it, filled it up with baby powder, and smashed it over someone's head. Well,
Good God, that's awesome.
He went to
not about your guitar,
ECW and ended up with a fucking kendo stick from Sandman.
Philadelphia guy.
Yeah. Came home and we were watching a Rodney Knievel thing, and I'm young, probably like 8. And I'm like, he should have fucking fell in. He fucking slammed me on my foot with that fucking kendo stick, broke my fucking toe.
God.
Let me tell you something. This ain't fucking hurt. Those things are no joke.
I can honestly say,
That's close to beating each
and
other.
I'm 34 years old now. And my mom wanted to know if we were going live today because she wanted to watch her up the mountains. I don't know if she's actually watching or not, but I can honestly say I was 12 years old and I went to the old 2300 arena for an ECW event. Watching Tommy Dreamer, the Sandman, Sabu, Taz.
Taz was my guy. I was a big Taz fan.
RVD.
I was.
It's where Stone Cold started at, was ECW.
Was it really?
Yes.
Huge Stone Cold fan. This reminds me of an older version of myself.
Everybody likes Stone Cold.
Well, I could go bald and do the goatee. We could do this. I would be an absolute terror running around in black underwear with a fucking leather vest on with nothing on.
Pull out the jean shorts. The jorts.
We're not going that far.
Come on. You gotta it's Halloween. You gotta wear the costume.
Let me get through this one. Last one. I used to go there after every wrestling meet. Get a bowl of lettuce.
Yeah, my aunt was a waitress there for her entire life.
I definitely know her.
Well, I guarantee you do.
Yeah. My brother worked there as a dishwasher for a while. And then he dated this chick named Sheila that used to work there.
I've been there once.
Oh, dude, that's an absolute state. Is it still there? I haven't been in Oxford in so long.
I would probably say it is.
I just want to get rid of this tab. There we go.
I want to guess. I would probably say it is.
I was a big fan of Oxford. They had good food too. It's not like it was like a cheap old shit food place. Miss Oxford Diner. A lot of people don't know that's what it's called.
South 3rd Street, Oxford, Pennsylvania. Still there.
That's craziness.
What's even crazier is the parking lot is 3 times bigger than the whole establishment.
Yeah, it's like ridiculously huge.
Overkill.
It's all gravel. It was gravel back in the day.
Probably.
Yeah,
it's probably
right
not gravel
fucking,
now. It's probably like tar and chip.
Right on the fucking railroad tracks.
Yeah, it's probably tar and chip.
Let's get into some of these topics. We got this Halloween movies. Favorite Halloween movie?
And any of the Freddy Krueger, Jason, Friday the 13th, I was a huge Michael Myers fan.
So I have a
As messed up as the whole backstory is of Freddy Krueger, though,
fucking hate Freddy, dude.
like I said, as much as
Yeah.
the backstory is messed up on him,
I was like a pedo. Yeah. Yes. It's realistic. I mean, but I would say favorite of mine. I don't know if I have one because
I would
I was never into them.
as a kid, though, I would have to actually say that my favorite was Jason because of that hockey mask. And I associated that hockey mask
With hockey.
growing up as a kid to
Mhm.
Bernie Perrant.
Right. I would say maybe like the Monster Squad. You
Okay.
remember that?
I got you. I
The
got you.
Wolfman's got Nards.
Mhm.
That's a cult classic, I think. Yeah, I don't have too many because I was an absolute baby as a kid. I was afraid of everything. So
I've watched a couple of Alfred Hitchcock movies with my dad.
yep. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, my mom always used to. My mom still tells me, it's not so much anymore, but when we were kids, when she was younger, growing up in the old Ridge,
Hmm.
yep, grew up in the old Ridge,
Yeah.
and then she stayed up to one night and snuck downstairs when my pub up was watching Alfred Hitchcock Birds,
Oh God.
and my
Oh,
mom
God.
my mom was standing there with the door cracked open watching it in the back room at my pub up's house.
Mm.
Watching it, and I don't remember which one of my aunts did it, but she said one of the aunts came downstairs and did the in her ear, and she screamed.
Yeah, someone's dying if that happens. It's fucking terrifying. So I have a couple. Let me tell you what the topics are first before. So the one's Halloween movies. I'll just tell you about the movies ones. The other ones are pretty self-explanatory. Overrated, scary movie monsters,
Mm,
and then least favorite Halloween movies. So I will go ahead and say my favorite Halloween. I think now as an adult I could probably watch it because I'm not a fucking baby. Jason Goes to Hell was the one that fucking terrified me the most because like Jason was just this fucking worm thing that like he spit into other people's mouths and take
Mhm.
over their body and shit. That was just fucking terrifying to me. I was like, what is fucking
it
happening?
was
here?
repulsive.
Yeah, like and mind you, like I had said on previous episodes, my brother put a glow in the dark Jason mask under my fucking bed when I was a kid. So anytime I would look down under my bed, I would just see this fucking Jason mask.
Oh
glow in the
yeah,
dark.
he'd be getting.
I just absolutely like I said, I was tiny when I was a kid, but I would have to say my favorite one would probably be Monster Squad or Jason's the all-time fucking. In my opinion, he's the all-time.
I think Michael Myers is the longest running one, if I remember correctly. Because Jamie Lee Curtis has been doing that since what, 1977, 78?
I don't know. I started watching the newer ones that were coming out.
The Rob Zombie
Rob
ones.
Zombie ones. I can't tell you the difference between them because they kind of both run together, or three of them run together,
Mhm.
however many they are. The old ones were just fucking horrible.
Yeah, but that's
I know. I'm just not into it. I don't know. Scott's really into. He's into like the movies that are like gory for no fucking reason. I don't do that either.
So's Wade.
Yeah, I know. Apparently, there used to be. I've never seen it. It's called The Green Inferno. I read the Wikipedia and didn't need to watch the movie. Apparently, the new Terrifier is like a fucking million times worse than that. Like the worst fucking of all time. Like
Well,
guy at work is huge horror guy. Was like,
Art the Clown.
I've seen The Green Inferno. This is fucking a million times worse than that. I was like, it's fucking disgusting.
Well, the little back history, I don't know if Wade told you, but they were handing out barf bags for Terrifier 3.
Yeah.
So you could throw up in the bag and not throw up on the floor. And I had a buddy who went to the one out at Painter's Crossing,
Mhm.
said like the first half hour, said there was like 3 people on the floor.
Yeah, it's too much.
I'm like,
I'm trying to think of a movie.
to me though, I've seen the first 2 Terrifiers.
Well,
I laughed more than I was like cringy.
I don't know anything. I don't know much about it. I learned it from Wade because he's obsessed with Art the Clown. I heard the first one wasn't even bad at all, And then the second one was like pushing the envelope, and now this one is just because they got a bigger budget.
It's
like, This one
overkill.
is like fucking outrageous.
No pun intended on you.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But yeah,
I don't.
I laughed.
Yeah,
I thought it was hilarious.
you're gonna have to go see. You're gonna have to see this one. Let me know. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just not going to.
Green
Remember,
Inferno.
that is fucking bad. Apparently, like,
Is that what you were talking about?
that's about cannibals and shit. Like, I was reading the Wikipedia, and they were like shoving fucking bamboo splinters up people's fucking nails.
Oh, this is a recent movie.
Yeah.
Uh,
Eli
two-
Roth, dude. That
2013.
guy's brutal.
New York college student Justine, a lawyer's daughter, meets a student activist named Alejandro when he goes on a hunger strike on behalf of underpaid janitors. Well, that's just stupid. Smitten, Justine agrees to help Alejandro undertake the next project to save the Amazon. She soon learns to regret her decision when the plane crashes in the Peruvian jungle and she and the rest of the group are taken captive by a tribe of hungry cannibals.
Could ever be fucking like
Got
satisfied cannibals. They gotta be hungry. They gotta be starving for some
got a
fucking reason.
4.4 out of 10 on IMDb and a 38% out of Rotten Tomatoes. That movie evidently bit the big one.
Well, I don't think it's a good movie. Well, that's the thing. When you're dealing with people that are like obsessed, no offense to Wade, but like
Just the
I'm a-
absolute
I'm a-
gung-hoers.
I'm a movie guy. Like, I'll watch it. Even I think some movies that aren't even that good are, hey, that was a good movie. But like,
Three Ninjas.
love that movie.
I
It's a
was
good one.
watching it last
Good one.
week.
So some movies don't age well. That one was all right. It wasn't aging well.
Rocky loves it. Sorry.
It's a good movie. It's a good one. Lynn's never seen it. I can't believe she's never seen it.
What?
I know. But yeah, you're gonna have to let me know how that is. So I'm never gonna fucking see it. Remember we were talking about that Bone Tomahawk movie?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I went online and started watching the beginning of the torture scene,
Mhm.
and was just like, yeah, I'm good.
I'm cashed out. See ya.
Yeah, I got to like a second and was like, yeah, I'm good here. It's like, it's just I don't care.
Just do the outta here.
I like medieval shit. I like fantasy shit. I like all the shit that can't happen. You showed me fucking Native Americans destroying people. I'm good. I don't need to see that shit.
I grew up watching some Western stuff with my dad, so that's
Love westerns, but I like
that's
that's
what.
too realistic for me.
But see, like I was just saying to my dad when I was up the mountains this weekend at the campsite, I said to him, I said I was watching McClintock this weekend.
Mm.
And he goes, yeah. And my mom goes, well, which one's that? I said, that's the one Clint Eastwood. He played George Washington McClintock. I said, ironically enough, Lillian Munster, Yvonne DiCarlo,
Yeah.
plays the housekeeper.
Hmm.
Damn good looking woman.
Yeah.
But we're talking about Halloween movies, and this past weekend we did the Halloween the King Frost parade up in Hamburg.
Right.
And it was funny because Katie's daughter Harley went as Ghostface. And I said, what's funny?
Mm.
I said, it's kind of funny because I'm having flashbacks now. When we were kids, you're a year and a half older than me, roughly.
How old are you?
34.
I'll be
My-
38
Okay, so my math
next.
math sucks. All right, cool.
You just
4
didn't know.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't know.
But
I appreciate it.
when we were kids,
Yeah.
Scream was cool.
Yeah.
Now Ghostface is cool again.
Yeah, I'm noticing.
It
I'm
had
seeing
it
that
had
a lot.
it had that hell of a long period there where nothing
Well,
happened.
they brought Scream back.
Okay.
again, I think. Right?
Now, when we were kids, Ghostbusters was cool. Now all of a sudden,
Yeah.
Ghostbusters is back again.
But I mean that kind of goes into the category of there's no good movies anymore. They're just making remakes.
They're
and
remaking the same
Yeah.
crap that we had because it was that good
it
then.
was good. I mean, but you don't have the same brand of actors like that. You don't have Bill Murray.
Oh,
You're not Dan Aykroyd. I mean, there's still actually the newer movies of the Ghostbusters. They're in them, and it's fucking good.
Bill Murray in Zombieland. As short-lived as that was for him.
I've seen that movie like a handful of times.
But it's I just found it very interesting that
Yeah, because it ruled.
even still with the new ones for Scream and stuff like that, they still have
Have you seen them? Have
they-
you seen any of them?
yeah.
Because there's a new show now.
I didn't know there was a show.
I think it's like Netflix or Hulu, one of them.
Well,
It's an actual show with.
they
with
ended up
episodes.
finally killing David Arquette on the
Okay.
last one.
Okay. Dewey.
Dewey. Well, if it's a doofy.
Doofy.
But that was scary
Fucking
movie.
weirdo. It's fucking weird. Yeah, they.
Hey, Doofy, smell my finger.
I saw it the other day. It was one of the characters is coming back to the fucking town with their daughter, and they're like, "Oh, why would that be a problem now? Because they want to fucking kill you."
Oh,
I don't think it's Nev Campbell.
Nev Campbell's still in it, and so is the chick from Friends, Courtney Cox.
Okay.
Yes, they're still in the movie.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen and what I've heard, just
Well, so that's just,
reading on the new ones,
that's a movie. It's called Scream, but
Yeah.
but then there's a show too.
really.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's, you probably find out very very quickly, but yeah, it's a series. There's another series, so it's too much for me. Move on.
Yeah.
Well, we can actually go to least favorite horror movies, Halloween movies.
What was it? Jason Goes to New York.
I didn't even know that existed.
Dude, it was horrible. I think that's what it was called.
Jason Goes.
I think that's what it was called.
Jason population control.
Like, or Jason. Oh, it was Friday the 13th. Jason Takes Manhattan.
What the?
Sorry. It was so
It's
bad.
probably horrible.
Oh, it was atrocious.
Well, that's
It was atrocious. Like, if you wanted maximum killing of bodies, why wouldn't you have had it during New Year's at Times Square?
just yeah.
Dude, it was
Should have
just,
turned that into a Christmas movie. Everyone watching the ball drop, murder them all. Could have done that.
but no, that was probably one of the worst ones I've ever seen. And they weren't movies, they were shorts, but some of the Twilight Zone ones were really bad too.
I don't actually an honorable mention for Halloween movies is I guess you can call it a Halloween movie. What's the one? Amityville Horror with Ryan Reynolds. I like that one. The Exorcism of Emily Rose. So actually back. Let me get back to them.
I mean, there's movies out that were horror movies that weren't necessarily like Halloween movies.
Right.
Like you have Signs and stuff like that. That was
just saw that the other day. It's fucking
a great movie.
That fight scene fucking underrated.
It was a great movie.
Great movie.
I mean, I know. Did you wanted to? I think you wanted to talk about favorite horror fight scene, didn't you, or something?
I posted a underrated fight scenes. I mean,
Mine was Freddy versus Jason. Final scene.
underrated.
Oh, underrated.
Underrated.
Oh,
Because that's what I'm saying.
the Signs one was pretty good.
The one between Meryl and the alien was real fast, but it was fucking. I got goosebumps watching
epic.
it.
It was
It
epic.
was really good. Yeah, I guess now you're thinking about it. Like, I did like that one. 30 Days a Night. That's a good one.
Started watch. I actually saw that in theaters.
Did you? Yeah,
I saw it in theaters.
I never thought
started
about seeing a horror movie in theaters.
started watching it with Katie. She got about halfway through and then.
How? The movie's fucking vicious. Dude.
Well, it was like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah. If we're in bed, if we make the transition from the living room to the bed, I'm done. I'm not fucking staying up.
Oh,
5
no.
minutes. I'm out.
We have once we go upstairs. It's How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Love
We'll
that
rip
show.
it through step by step.
We finished Home Improvement and then went to How I Met Your Mother.
Solid shows.
Oh, absolutely.
Very fitting for this show, by the way.
Yeah.
What do I say? Least favorite horror movies. I'm gonna tell you right now. I think the Leprechaun shit.
Hated him.
That's fucking stupid. Like
Hated him.
he was literally like banging a dude. I think it was Leprechaun in the Hood.
That was like the third or fourth one.
Something
I think
like
it was.
Too much.
Least favorite Halloween movies. Like I said, Jason Takes Manhattan. I hated the Chucky movies.
I was not a fan either. I was not a
I
fan.
really didn't like them. I'm sorry. Like
Funny a little tip.
what were they?
tidbit
What
there.
were they called? Chucky dolls or something?
What?
Like the actual doll itself.
Yeah,
was
Chucky
it?
doll,
Yeah,
yeah.
was it a Chucky doll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another one of them coming out too, by the way. I just saw it the other day. I think it's a series.
Jennifer Tilly looked
Absolutely,
real good.
absolutely, absolutely.
She was dating Redman.
Yeah. What was it? The fuck. What was it? Oh, Tales from the Crypt. The that mask from the Crypt Keeper. That's a Chucky mask. That's a Chucky doll, repurposed.
Didn't Snoop Dogg come out with a Halloween movie too?
I think it was with the Crypt Keeper. He was like hosted with the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, what the hell was the name of that movie? Because that was another one that was really bad.
He had a horror movie.
Yeah,
Like a. No clue.
Hood of Horror.
Hood of Horror.
Hood of Horror.
That's god awful.
It got 9% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I just saw something back in the day. Dude had a fling with Britney Spears when she was a smoke show. Throwing it up better. Anyway, move on to here we go. Overrated scary movie monsters. The Blob.
The Blob. Chucky.
Yeah.
Nobody liked the Leprechaun, in my opinion.
One that's getting a remake that just put out a video game is Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yep.
Wasn't a fan of that.
It kind of bored me.
I was fucking terrified of clowns, so I didn't entertain it
But
whatsoever.
it kind of bored me.
Well, they shot their gun at you and they wrapped you up in cotton candy and then they sucked your blood
Boring.
with a straw.
Boring.
It mixed the two things that I was terrified the most of as a kid: aliens and clowns. I was having a fucking heart attack.
I don't know if you could necessarily. I know it's not 100% Halloween related, but it was kind of like a scary, hard type movie. But it was so cheesy, it was kind of funny. It was Mars Attacks.
Alien movie.
Yeah. But
that's a parody. It's just like a scary movie.
But I think I'd have to go with Chucky.
I fucking didn't like Chucky. I'm not a fan of Nightmare on Elm Street either. I just like Wolverine's retarded brother.
Robert Englund did a hell of a job as Freddy Krueger, though. But once he left,
Did you see the remake? Wade said it was pretty good, but he's the only person that said it was really good. Because the guy that plays him,
I haven't been a fan.
The guy that played Rorschach from Watchmen. I'm a fan of him, but
I think when Robert Englund left, that was it.
That's usually.
It's just like they were going to try and do another spoof of the Firefly family, Rob Zombie movies.
The Devil's Rejects.
Yeah, House of a Thousand Corpse, Devil's Reject.
I wasn't a fan of that.
Three from Hell, stuff like that. They were talking about trying to do like a beginning
prequel.
Yeah,
a prequel
to that. But Sid Haig's dead. You can't. Who you gonna have as Captain Spaulding?
Right.
You can't do it. I'm sorry.
I wasn't a big fan of any of those movies.
I just really wish you would have done the Broad Street Bullies movie.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that.
I think it got.
Well, yeah, I just wonder who was the one that did it.
Yeah, who was the deciding factor?
Probably Bobby Clark. Probably someone up top.
Jimmy.
I'm sure.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
You don't make the stupid movie.
I'm pretty sure if he negotiated that, he would probably do it now with the guys that are up there now. But yeah, moving on to we'll go here. Favorite Halloween candy. So I got some here. These were my favorite as a kid, but then like this one I just think is cool. It's Welch's fruit snacks.
Oh, absolutely.
But they're shaped as like witches and like.
I just like
you know what I'm saying?
I just like the Welch's fruit snacks. they're freaking
best.
good. Yo, they sell them up at Sheets. You know, the northern version of Wawa.
Yeah.
They sell them in resealable bags.
Oh, really?
Oh, absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
I get them on road trips all the time.
Underrated. 100% underrated candy of almost of all time. Got a little Rolo action. A little Rolo. This was my favorite as a kid because it was just absolute all caramel. The Carmelo. And then the pumpkin shaped Reese's.
Oh yeah.
Not gonna eat them obviously because my kids will literally beat the shit out of me while I'm sleeping. But yeah,
that was like I walked through the door and Ken goes, "I got candy," and I said, "Well, what would you do if I ate it all?" She goes, "Your tummy would hurt." I said, "Want to bet?"
picking her battles well.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do anything to you, but you're gonna hurt yourself. But I will say, that we went up to that trunk or treat. I've never been to a trunk or treat. It was pretty all right. I'm starting to get off of the like things where like we have to like people drink during like children events. A woman actually handed Lynn's like a homemade wine, like a little cup like this big. She described it as red wine with juices. And Lynn's looked at her and was like, "What?" So she took a sip. Lynn's like, it was the worst thing I've ever had in my fucking. She like dumped it out.
Worse than Boone's Farm?
Boone's Farm looked like Chardonnay compared to this shit.
Oh
dude.
my
like,
God.
She tried to give it to her dad, and he wasn't fucking having it either. But like, not like getting into too much personal stuff. But I'm slowing down my drinking, not as often as I used to. I was really like sharp up there, and like watching that, I'm like, oh my God, these people. It's a great time, but it's like they had like this witches dance. Older ladies were doing like this. It was a good dance, but we sat down in the pavilion, and there's a lady sitting there with pumpkin spice martinis. Yeah, I've been feeding them to the witches all day. I was like, oh, that's why they kind of like stumbling around and shit.
That's why neither one of them could carry a tune.
Fucking million kids around, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just plus I don't have anxiety like say like I don't get I get anxious when there's a lot of fucking people crammed in one area, and that's what.
So like that parade that we were in, because we were driving literally down the middle of a street.
Yeah. Yes.
We were driving down the middle of a street, and we had hundreds and hundreds of people each block on both sides of us.
I would say there was probably at the very max 100 people because it's all Talmans and trails. It's all of them in one area. But I shout out to Gritty Frank. He was up there too. But I couldn't imagine you however many people I would have. That's why I don't do the mummers anymore. I get fucking panic attacks being around too many people.
That's
I can't keep my eye on that many people.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I can't lie to you. You know, it being in that type of a situation, it was great. I love the kids dressed up in the costumes, waving. You know, like I said, Harley was dressed as Ghostface and stuff like that. You know, I love the little kids waving, Ghostface, Ghostface. Yeah. I thought it was great.
It's for the kids.
For the kids.
It's for the kids, remember?
But me knowing that the world that we live in today, any type of thing can happen, that kind of spooks me. It kind of made my head still on like a swivel.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, I was going to say that was much.
I don't like that at all.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I think Kirk could just have that one.
But it kind of made my head on a swivel because
there's so many people. Yeah, you're driving.
Yeah, you know. And I've heard, I've seen the news on Yahoo and you know Google and stuff like this. I said Yahoo, showing my age there a little bit. Yahoo doesn't freaking exist anymore. But
I have Yahoo.
Yeah, but everybody goes to Google now.
You can. I never even knew there was a search engine.
Yes.
Holy shit.
But like I open up the internet and I see on Facebook all the time these articles of people just starting shootings at parades or driving vehicles through these parades and stuff like that.
People that just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah, and that's what was making me nervous, you know, having my head on a swivel like that. And I would say that I'm always prepared. I'm not going to fully disclose my own.
Yeah.
But I'm always prepared.
Yeah.
You know, there's things I carry with me outside the door, like my wallet and my keys.
Yeah.
I can leave without my phone. I will not leave without certain other things. But that was like at that parade, you know, I'm sitting there and I'm like watching all these people, and it's like, you know what? This is going real nice. It's a great time. But that little thing just kind of it spooks me because it's the world we live in now.
Yeah, I don't think that. Well, I don't know, because obviously our parents were the ones watching over us when we were kids. But we watched a lot of documentaries, and there was a lot of fucked up shit going on back then that are coming to light now just because of the technology we have with like DNA and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of shit's dude. There's a documentary on Netflix right now. They know who the fucking Zodiac killer was. It's done. Like, they know who he is. Just, you know, but like, yeah, I feel like people used to give me. I tell people that when they first get pregnant with their kids, and if they have a girl, it's definitely different with a girl than as a boy. And Matt can attest to that because he has both.
Yeah.
I turned into such an animal when Charlotte came out. I didn't want, and I've apologized to people since, but yeah, I didn't want anyone in our house at all. I was having people drop off food on the front porch. Like, I don't want anyone around. Because now it's not, I'm not just looking after Lynn's. I can do that. That's no problem. Now I got to look after this kid. Like, it's, you know, now I got two of them. And now people are starting to understand why I don't want to go anywhere. I'm cool here. Like,
I fully understand.
but I will tell you this. I did ask the girls if they wanted to move up to the mountains, and I did start pricing shit when I was up there. A lot for $5,000
I know.
house. It would be $200,000. We could sell this for double that. So I'm
Or,
just saying.
or you could move to the mountains in Tennessee, 39 acres for $240,000.
That's a little far.
I love Tennessee.
Look, if I
I love Tennessee.
if I can get her to move to the Poconos, then that'll be a win in my book. But we'll eventually be up there anyway. So, but
I do love it up there.
worst candy,
Worst candy?
Whoppers. Fucking hate Whoppers.
Almond Joy.
My kids. Whoa.
Fight words?
Whoa.
Fight words?
Like are you not a coconut fan?
It's too much. It's too much coconut.
I fucking love coconut.
I like
I
coconut,
love it so much.
but the coconut with the nut,
I'm not an almond fan, but
and I'd have to say my second one is Hershey's with almond or Hershey dark chocolate. Don't like dark
you're
chocolate.
fucking killing me here.
I hate it. Hershey bars with almonds, I don't like them. Hershey's bars, regular chocolate as it is, the milk chocolate, I'm
Yeah.
all for it. The cookies and cream Hershey's, I'm all for it.
My kids like them, yeah.
The Hershey's bar dark chocolate with the almonds,
I
can't do
found
it. Sorry.
Dollar General up outside of the development in the mountains had a, Cosmic Brownie.
Absolutely. with
They had a
the-
cookies and cream Cosmic Brownie. I looked at it, I was like, I know if I take this, I'm not going to give it to the kids.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to
not.
go into diabetic fucking shock.
Yeah,
And
they're stacked, packed, and racked.
I'm going to be okay with it.
Yeah, you're gonna be sitting there.
I can handle it.
Yeah, but they're loaded.
Yeah. I don't like Whoppers. The kids love them. I think just because I've said that I hate them.
Not a fan.
It's that malt shit. There's malt ball shit.
Yeah.
I don't fucking like that. And then I think
My parents always gave me grief because I used to chew on jawbreakers all the time.
love Jawbreakers. It's kind of concerning what
Dude.
they're made out of. I don't know what they're made out of though.
Yeah, no, it still concerns me, but I just don't even
I
bother.
just like the smaller ones.
Mhm.
I don't
The
know
ones
if
that were the size of marbles.
yeah, I like them better.
Um,
It wasn't like a fucking second job eating.
So we had like 6,000 pieces of candy for this parade,
Mhm.
and we ran out about halfway through.
That's not enough.
No bullshit.
Hmm.
6,000. Well, it was my first time doing it, so I didn't
Yeah.
know. So I said something to my buddy
you
who,
you put yours in, so
yeah,
you know.
6,000 pieces of candy. I spent like $200 on candy.
Wow, that's fucking.
I said,
a little
dude,
excessive.
they're not paying my mortgage next month, so no,
Yeah.
you know,
Was it in benefit for something? Or was it just for the kids?
it's for the town.
Oh, okay.
It's for the town. They bring.
What's the town called?
It was Hamburg up outside
Hamburg,
of
okay.
Allentown, where the Cabela's is, like Port Clinton area.
I've surprisingly, this will be surprised. I've never been in a Cabela's.
You have one 20 minutes from you.
Yeah, I'll go down there. I stay as far the fuck away from that mall as possible, dude.
Your kids would
One,
your kids would like the Cabela's in Hamburg. They have a huge aquarium up there, and you can do anything and everything in there.
we'll talk.
But it was back to what I was saying now. You remember Warheads?
Yeah.
They don't call them Warheads anymore. They call them Sweet and Sours or something like that. Or
My mouth's water just thinking about.
that's what I was just getting ready to say. I remember the blue ones because we used to do them at the bus stop all the time.
I remember the blue and the yellow ones, but my mouth is legitimately watered.
I had the blue and the black ones were they were called wild cherry. They weren't black cherry.
I remember the blue and the yellow being the most sour. But I was a huge fan of the splash gum in the bucket. They were the best.
And then
Only
you
for
had
baseball.
and then you had Bubble Yum,
Big League Chew.
Big League Chew, and they all lasted about 3 minutes, and then they were garbage.
This isn't for worst candy, by the way, people. I just
Absolutely not. I used to love Big League Chew.
Boost Corner has it,
I know.
and
I won't get it.
It's like legit though. It's not like
But I won't get it
Well, why?
because I'll just take that whole thing and just.
That's the point.
I
I'm not
know.
there to fucking look at.
It's not there to look at.
My last one we got here is costumes as a kid. I'm waiting for my mom to message it to me, but I was a bumblebee when I was like a little kid. That's the one I'm looking for. But I was also like a dog one year. I don't know.
I was an actual Christmas present the one year.
That could be interesting.
My brother was
I think I was Ghostface. I definitely was Ghostface one year.
my brother was
I
an
can remember-
upside down hockey player.
I could smell that mask.
Yeah, the absolutely repulsive attic smelling rubber plastic smell.
It's definitely like the only way I can really describe it is the glow in the dark smell.
Yeah, I can go with that.
It wasn't plastic. It wasn't rubber. It was like something in between. Never fit.
Yeah.
It was just shit. But I will tell you
And we
this,
breathed it in for 5 hours that whole night.
I'll tell you this though. I moved from Delco to Southern Chester County, and Halloween fucking sucked out there because walking around Autumn Hill, there's phases, and
Yeah.
like it's a fucking walk. Delco, you can fucking pick a town and just walk door to door.
Pick a block and just be covered.
Linwood on the terrace. My dad grew up on Irvin Avenue, so like they used to, and this is wild. They used to decorate the inside of their houses, and people used to walk into the people's houses, and it'd be all decorated like haunted house and all that. And outside would be awesome. You cannot do that anymore. That's outrageous.
Friend of mine lives over in Jersey. Her neighbors do their backyard as like a haunted maze
Oh yeah.
every single year. And they change it up every single year. It's pretty cool, actually.
Me and Matt helped. We lived in Upper Tribe before we moved here. We were on Cherry Street.
Yep.
And across the street from us was, I'm not going to name his name. But him and a bunch of Firehouse guys used to do like a haunted walkthrough. And me and Matt did it the way Matt scared so Matt took the chainsaw, the chain off of the chainsaw, but used the actual chainsaw.
Oh, absolutely.
Legitimately made some kid piss himself.
I wonder how many times Ant did that out at Arisafa.
Oh, I don't know.
Big Ant. That's what he is. He's Leatherface out at Arisafa. Sorry, Ant, if I just gave it away for everybody, but we all know you.
Oh, Dina and
Dina.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, actually, one of Lindsay's friends she grew up with, I can't remember her name. She's a voice actress now. She Talia. She's out there too. She does it too.
Yeah. Dina's the nighttime manager at the Wawa right down there. Meeting House of Chai.
Yeah, okay. I know Dina.
I knew her. I knew Charlie. I knew her dad,
I know who Charlie is.
her brother.
Got him. I don't know.
Played baseball with him.
But yeah, costumes as a kid. I mean, that was always the big thing, especially when in school you had to come in with the costume on and shit. And
I dressed up as an old lady.
That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one.
That
I was definitely a Ninja Turtle a lot. It's just easy.
I think my mom's just sent it to me. Her favorite was when I dressed up as a lion for Lion King. The year it came out.
What about costumes? Did you ever go to a costume party like as an adult? AJ Simon's brother Scott used to throw them in Trolley Square. They used to have an apartment above.
Oh
Agaru.
God! Oh wow!
They had an apartment above Agaru.
We used to play at Skating Club of Wilmington, a men's league, where the old Typhoons used to play, where you have to travel down through the golf course to get to the ice rink.
Nah.
Well, Trolley Square is about 4 miles from there, so we would get done there, and then we go drinking at Trolley Square.
I loved the apartment because we would all. I was a Power Ranger. I was a Red Ranger one year. I was Batman. You see that? You see that picture floating around every now and then?
Hell yeah,
Batman one.
Batman.
Trolley Square was a nightmare because we would be on the balcony above Agaru and
Yep.
What was it? The other burrito place. There's one right down the street from here. And people were just getting fucking annihilated. And we went down into Kelly's Logan house one night, and that was it. Like, I got a beer, and some guy was just trying to start shit, and I was like, I'm just getting a beer. Like,
I hate people like
what is
that.
the problem? And he's just like, fuck you guys. I'm like, oh my God, there's you people here? And it's me and AJ and all of our friends. So I'm like, dude, I'm legit trying to save your life because you're going to die tonight.
You're going to get hurt.
Yeah. And actually, another instance, like I said, we're up on a balcony, and we had red Solo cups because Scott got a keg, and you know when I'm drinking, I'm the nicest person on the planet. Like, I'm not mean. If I get to that point, fucking run, because I'm just gonna do some dumb shit, probably hurt myself more than anyone else. But I had my Batman costume on and my gloves. I dropped the fucking Solo cup, and the kid was right there, and I dropped it right on his car. And I was like, dude, I'm so fucking sorry. Like, I'll come down and clean it up. He's like, yeah, motherfucker, come down and clean it up. I was like,
now you're gonna have that attitude. No, I don't want to.
I was gonna do that.
Yeah.
Now here we come, and then it was bad. I'm not gonna get into it, but it's just that, again, that's why I avoid. People are just so fucking stupid. But Halloween, I wanted to tell all those people because now they live, Scott and his wife, and they have kids now. They moved, to Chester County, and obviously the Halloween party stopped. I wanted to start it back up because like I just love that shit. Like,
I have always had like the thought of like, just kind of us here at the network.
Yep.
And then like, Lynn's and Lynn's and the girls, and then whoever else, we can get Kurt, get a couple of the guys, people from Barnes and stuff. I wanted to kind of get a haul, and we could have done like a Halloween party, a family one for like anybody and everybody. You just come, you have a good time, buffet style for some food and stuff like that. But I was like, what?
You always think about like the last minute too. Like,
well, I honestly was going to bring it up to you, but I was kind of thinking we could do like a Christmas party one.
I'm in on that. I was telling her she was having the issue with I want to see all my friends, but holidays. I'm like, let's do a Friendsgiving.
That's what I'm. Well, it's a little short notice now for that.
Well, this was like last month though. I was like, let's.
But I was kind of thinking. We get anybody we can from the network with our friends and our family. We do like a Christmas party, and to be honest with you, I have a pretty or I have a real close connection with the Phoenix.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because we have
a discount there. Matt's brother's the chief over there.
Well, our union is having our beef and beer there in 2 weeks as well, and we sell the place out. But
I'm up for any of that.
That guy
has been talking about that.
That guy Marino that has that place.
Marino. I know Marino.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, he gives a killer deal.
He's a fucking beauty, dude, and he makes a shitload of them hoagies and shit.
Oh, he's a great dude.
Yeah, he's
just
awesome.
Absolutely god awful to talk to on the phone.
Yeah, I've never gone that far.
Like we're setting everything up because I'm on the board for our union, and we're having our beef and beer there.
Right.
And like I called him the one time, and it was like, oh my god, I thought I was on the phone with Don Vito.
He
I was like, dude, I was like, I live 2 miles from you. I will stop in person.
I'll be there.
Okay, no problem.
I'm in the parking lot, dude. Shut the fuck up. we went on a charter once for Matt's brother's bachelor party, and I was a last minute. Someone backed out, and John was like, "You want to go?" I was like, "Dude, I don't fish on charters. Like, I feel like it's just gonna be a problem." But ended up being a good time. Marino made all because they're all Firehouse guys, most of them. He made all the food, like the hoagies and all that shit, and packed up all kinds of coolers for food and shit. So he's a good guy.
Yeah, we have, like I said, our beef and beers there in a couple weeks. We're doing like the buffet style for food and stuff. We have a band there. We have raffles and the Chinese baskets, and it's an open bar. I shouldn't.
Yeah, we could say Jess has been talking about it for years. Like
I would like to do a network Christmas party with just like our friends and our family. And
ugly sweater. Yeah, I'm
getting the Cousin Eddie sweater. Then I'm getting it.
I got this one upstairs,
and I already have the Elmer Fudd hat at the house.
No,
I can't spell, Lynn.
She didn't. I was supposed to. I fucking didn't. Yeah, we should do that. I'm in on that. I have an ugly sweater upstairs. That's it's like 2 rams holding like a beer mug or some shit, and like the beer mug comes out of the shirt.
That's sweet.
I have all kinds of shit, but the Flyers ones are pretty cool. I like their ugly sweaters. Yeah. But yeah. So that's what I got for the living room show. You got anything?
Went a little off the rails here, but hey,
I don't give a shit. I mean, I was supposed to do what I can remember tomorrow too. I pushed that Halloween week stuff too. So
we've been trying to do this for the last 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, you gotta do with what you got. So I mean, that'll be a good one. So
they said, I'm flexible. We'll make it work.
Yeah. Yeah. With that being said, make sure everyone goes and checks out oldcitysports.com, old spelled OLDE, for all of our stuff that we have up there, because we didn't close our doors. Other people did. You guys I told you guys fucking suck. Anyway,
happy Halloween, you suckers.
Yeah. Well, I'll leave you guys with some cool
You've got mail.
Sound effects.
I hated that one.
And we will see you guys next month. Yeah, we'll do
we'll do a Thanksgiving.
We'll do a Thanksgiving one. There'll be tons to talk about. We'll get some more other people in here. But yeah. See you next month.